So it is currently 2:30 in the morning and Dad and I are gonna make a overnight midnight run down from Minnesota to Indiana because we bought a new semi and a 3,500 gallon stainless steel tank that we're going to use for different things next year. I'll get more into that here in a little bit, but my dad is on his way right now to pick me up, and this is going to be an interesting one because we don't know how the tank's going to fit on our trailer. A Sawzall and a grinder is definitely going to be involved, and this feels more like a rescue mission than a pickup mission, but it'll be a fun one. Look at this. Got the trailer lights working and everything. Yes, officer. I swear they were working before we left. Got enough tools packed along?
It's another bag, so I just grabbed it.
So have you got this figured out at all? So we're going to Illinois first, right?
Yeah, in fact, I was sitting here wasting time. I didn't put in the address.
So we got to go to Illinois first. That's where the stainless steel tank is. We're going to drop off the trailer behind the pickup. We're then going to go together and look at the semi, pick that up. And we're both going to meet back at the tank. And we don't really know if... Yeah, I'll leave it on for a second. We don't really know. It has like a... It's kind of hard to explain. It has a drop-down pump that's welded on.
Turn right onto North Main Street.
This is going to be really annoying here for a little bit. Here, I got it. I'll figure it out. There we go. Mute you for a second. So there's a drop-down pump that's welded on. That's going to make it really hard to fit on our trailer behind the pickup here. So either we're going to have to Sawzall. No, what are you? What? Your iPad always makes noise. Always.
Yeah. I live with it 24/7.
So anyways, the stainless steel tank has a welded drop-down pump, which drops down like what, 2 feet?
Yeah, it's really nicely done.
Yeah, it's gonna be really inconvenient though for putting on a flatbed trailer. So I don't know if we're gonna have to Sawzall it off, grind it off, what we're gonna do there, or I don't know what you've been thinking, but we were also kind of thinking maybe we can just use the farmer's tools at the place that we're going to, take our fifth wheel off, and just put it directly in the semi, or probably not?
Well, I was thinking of just leaving the fifth wheel on and locking it up 8 inches to get above the fifth wheel. But the truck also has a drop-down tag, so a drop axle, or a pusher axle, so...
I think it would be in the way, is what you're saying?
So that could be where the... So if that's the case, the pump's got to be cut off anyway, because...
Oh.
Because the tank's, that's the truck the tank's going to be on.
Yep.
So, I'm guessing it gets cut off.
Yeah.
If we cut it off, it'd probably be nicer to put it on the truck than on the trailer.
Yep.
But...
Did you bring your chainsaw?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know how the DOT looks at the tank strapped on the truck. But we're probably not going to be taking any... I can't remember if the road through, we're going through, what's the big town, or that major thoroughfare in Iowa, Waterloo. I don't know if there's...
Waste?
I think we probably got to go through there, so...
Okay. Try to avoid way stations, that you're trying to say, or what?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it's kind of an adventure.
Just a long one.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of trips, but this is the...
We're six hours away from the first destination. And we gotta, yeah.
We've got about... To get back to where the tank is tonight, we've got about 15, 16 hours of road time, so...
Well, we made it to Streator, Illinois, where the fertilizer tank is. We're just gonna park the trailer here, and then we go down to Indiana to pick up the semi, and then we're gonna come back here and pick up the tank. Yeah, we're all disconnected. So,
oh, better put it.
Yeah, where are we going next? So we looked at the tank. We think we're gonna be able to fit it on the trailer. They got a bunch of pallets here and stuff where we can jack the tank up. So it's like obviously you'll see it in a bit, but it's a tank that you can like put on the back of the frame of a truck. So you can kind of turn a semi-truck into a straight truck with a fertilizer tank on. 3,500 gallons?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess my brother's plan is we're gonna put a lot of liquid on with a planter this year. So it will act as a tank for hauling 32% to the planter, and then we can also use it for hot mixing our high boys for fungicide, which will work pretty slick. Because we'll actually have more gallonage than our trailer that we have been using. So no, we won't. Depends which trailer we're talking about. You're focusing.
One thing at a time.
I mean, I don't think going through Chicago on the way out's that big of a deal, but the way back, no. Especially if it's semi.
I kind of like to see her route though.
Oh.
Well,
definitely not because
okay.
Not because we don't want to avoid way stations.
Not even, just even that, to see where if we have troubles where we can stop.
Hey, you should share that address with me in case you fall asleep or something.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
You mean the truck address?
Yeah. Because you're on zero sleep and I'm on like 4 hours, so maybe not even that, but. Alright, and left.
We go left.
Left.
Not right on my left. Not even sure which way to turn when I.
These Illinois roads are tiny little roads. They're all paved. Okay. Well, see you at the semi-truck, I guess. I don't know if any of my viewers are from Streator, Illinois, but your guys' roads are messed up. They got these highways, and one way can go straight, and the other way has to turn and go through town, and then the other way can't go straight. And now we got a train. Somewhere. I don't know.
Either come barreling through at 60 miles an hour, it'll be like 5, I suppose.
Oh, probably be 110 cars long. I haven't heard any whistles or anything yet. Oh, there it is. There we go.
110 car.
Well, your 5 mile per hour prediction was correct.
That's closer to 10. 1, 2.
Here we are in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We made 27 out of 35 stoplights. Well, here's the truck. Looks nice. Going on a quick test drive. This is a very, very long wheelbase truck.
A 240.
240. What are most of our trucks?
I guess the 190, 200, something like that. 210 maybe.
So we're used to.
I never did any of the truck stuff, so
Yeah,
I really feel lost.
Him and I are pretty done with truck stuff. My uncle did all the truck buying basically.
Yeah, he did a very good job.
And he did a really good job, but now that we're split, we're doing all of our own truck buying. And my brother found this one, and it seems to be a pretty dang nice truck. I'd say. I don't know. It's
it's equipped for what he wants.
It's the long wheelbase will be good for hauling that tank, making this into a straight truck. And the crazy part is that our last 4 trucks all came from the same place in Iowa, and this truck has a sticker on the door from the same place where we bought all of our last ones.
The sad part is it would have been a lot nicer to buy it directly from
yeah,
because our other ones we bought directly from the owner, and this one he traded in and got put on an auction. So
driving to Des Moines would have been a lot easier than driving to Fort Wayne, Indiana too.
Auction trucks scare the crap out of me.
But I didn't see any wetness underneath the engine.
No, I mean there's no rust.
Or there's little.
But I mean there's no frame rust.
There's no frame rust. There's It started right up the first time. After it warmed up, it didn't start up quite as good as it did when it was cold. Which I don't know if that's a thing or not. Seems to be running good now, doesn't it? Shifting good?
Yeah. Me too. Just
I've been talking, so I haven't been paying
empty. I just haven't driven them enough to.
Yeah. We got. It needs new front brakes, but he has all that down here on the floor for us. Yeah.
I'm a little worried about
The pusher works. I tried that.
A little worried about the drive shaft. I think it's just a bushing that holds that long drive shaft.
I mean, I'm not.
Wobbles in there.
I'm not feeling any vibrations from it or anything. You think if it was really bad, you'd feel vibrations.
Yeah, I didn't really see like any ball bearings up there.
Oh, the cab's extremely nice. There's no rust in the cab.
No,
White Mack trucks tend to have. I did a bunch of research on that, not a bunch. I did some research on it. White Macks tend to have cab rust.
White.
Same thing as how white GM pickups have paint fall off.
Okay, our red Mack had cab rust.
Did it? I don't know what it is of automotive and white paint. They just can never seem to get it figured out.
Yeah, I don't know what to think. Knowing where it came from helps a little bit.
Yeah. So we did call the owner of the owner? Who do you call? Probably not the owner.
The owner of the trucking company.
Okay, yeah. We called the owner of the trucking company that originally had this truck, and we're hoping they call us back before we have to make a decision. I mean, it's only $320 at home, so.
Yeah, I'd like to get headed south and west.
we got a long drive to get back home.
I was hoping to roll into wherever that is in Illinois by about 6 o'clock tonight, and
it ain't gonna happen.
That's 2.5 hours away.
Streator, Illinois? Is that where we gotta go back to? Peru is where the hotel we probably have to stay at set.
Yeah. Because I didn't see many hotels on the way we're going back.
No. Yeah, we went through absolute the boonies on the way.
Well, I mean, it's like our area.
Yeah.
Just like no different than going through.
Oh, there's no.
I'm not making fun of.
No, I'm not. We're not making fun of anyone. But yeah, it was 2-lane roads. It was just like going through the countryside at home.
Oh crap! This road ain't gonna exactly be.
I have not been paying attention at all to where you've been driving.
I was hoping to get out of the. He said after the bypass, I thought I could get out on a 2-lane road.
So I've already kind of alluded to it. We're thinking about putting that stainless steel tank on here as a straight truck, putting a hitch on the back, so we'll use it for planting, because we're planning on putting SideQuest tanks on our planter tractor and putting 32% in all of our corn, and maybe try some soybeans. We haven't decided that yet. Kind of depends on how I get the planter set up. If we decide to go orbital or if we keep the ground drive pump. And then with the hitch on the back, it'll work really good for high boy spraying. We'll just hot mix our fungicide loads, pull the high boy right behind it, and that way we're not mixing chemical on the trailer. We just pull up, load our 26 acres of chemical, and go.
You get 26?
Was it 26?
Yeah, I suppose.
I think it was 26. 320 gallon tank, 12.4 acres per gallon.
I know.
Or gallons per acre.
I used to get 18 back in the.
How many gallons per acre are you spraying? 15?
20, I suppose. 20? No, 18.
See, if you go spray at 3 o'clock in the morning like I do, you can drop her down to 12 and use the dew as your carrier.
I know, and then I did everything wrong. I just glug everything together into the cone and open it up and hope it all got in there before I shut them. So I was doing 1,500 acres of soybeans at 18 acres of fill. It was a nice driving truck. Smooth.
He said that the longer wheelbases ride a lot nicer.
Yeah, no, that's why the over-the-road guys are like. Yeah, that's why they like long wheelbases.
Oh, that's Chris. Well, I had a GPS receiver customer call me while Dad was doing paperwork, but he's hopping in and taking her home, so we bought it. Kind of exciting. It's a very nice truck. I don't know, Dad and I, we just don't really know what we're looking for when it comes to trucks, but it sure seems to drive really nice. And we have a guy that works for us that is really knowledgeable about trucks, and if there's anything small to fix, he'll make sure he gets it fixed. And we got the brakes and everything for it too. So yeah, now we just gotta, it rained all day and it's almost freezing, so we're probably gonna hit icy roads back to Illinois, where we'll pick up the trailer, pick up that tank, and of course, once we get building this truck, I'll make sure to make videos on that too, obviously, because this thing's gonna be freaking sweet. I wonder if we can pull the seed tender behind it, and then we can have fertilizer and seed. And yeah, because my GPS customer, he said he does that. That's actually kind of a good idea. Well, there we go, guys. We are loaded. We are strapped up. I didn't film too much of us actually putting it on the trailer because the farmers that we bought it from are helping us out. They're super awesome guys, but I want to respect other people's privacy. But I'll show you. We got to stop eventually, and I'll show you guys how it's all loaded down here. But my dad's in his pickup with the tank on the trailer. We got like 5 pallets underneath it, so it's jacked up way in the air. I bet it's pulling like an absolute lumber wagon. It's like pulling a brick wall behind you. But I'm in the new semi, and we have a 7-hour trip back now from Strader, Illinois, back to southern Minnesota. So I gotta get nice and comfortable with this new truck. A couple miles of driven it, seems pretty dang nice. I can't figure out how to get the steering wheel to tilt down, so I feel like an old man sitting here, like. But yeah, we had the boom to the tank strapped down to my frame here, so I gotta keep an eye on that as well. Do you think we're the odd ones out here?
What's that?
Do you think we're the odd ones out here?
Yeah.
The odd ones.
I know it'll happen. The next truck stop will be this beautiful. But it might not be either. So.
Yeah.
It really is. There is really some truck stops, you think there is?
Well, no,
Maybe
but
not.
not when you go across country,
No,
no.
that was a little bit cross country. I thought that was kind of a ride on some of them roads.
A little bit, yeah. I had one finger on the Jake brake. Once I saw a curve coming up, I'd hit the Jake brake, go around the curve, unhit the Jake brake.
I was supposed to make that corner. There was like 2 big, there was towns.
Yep.
And it showed like a next line above that there was no towns. So I went through that intersection,
Yep.
and then that line all disappeared. And it showed turning around. I'm like, I'm not gonna turn around. I know that route's anyway.
We found the only gravel road in Illinois.
They kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Oh. Can we adjust the lumbar in this thing?
I don't know. How do you get it up? I can get it down.
It's right here. Yeah. This thing poked me in the back. I gotta fix that. pulled off the highway. Still got a little ways till we make it back to the shop, but progress is being made. The check engine light did turn on the truck, but still running good, and literally every single one of our other trucks also has a check engine light, so I guess I'm not too terribly worried about it until something starts acting up. Wow, this thing's been golden. Radio works good, which is important. And I don't know if the very tail end of my time lapse caught it or not, but going down the highway, I passed a Chevy 3/4 ton pickup pulling a Land Saver. I think it looked like a disc brake. I didn't look at it that closely, but you know, if it goes 40, I guess why the heck not? One time I was on the way back home from college, and there was a semi without a trailer, kind of like what I'm doing right now. It had a bumper hitch on it, and it was pulling a Kinsey 850 bushel grain cart down I-29, heading south towards Sioux Falls, and I thought it was hilarious. I got a stop sign. Jake brake! Made it back in the shed. That's a nice looking truck. I like it. It looks so long in here. Like here's my dad's 98. Let's see. I mean, it's hard to tell obviously, but like you see the cab from the wheel, the distance from the cab to the wheel is about the same as the distance between the cab and the tag wheel. And then the axles are actually behind that. So it's long, but pop that tank right in top. I think I'll make a pretty dang good unit. I think my dad wants to go home. All right, see you guys in the next one.